straight spine. Deep breath into your belly, into your chest, and relax out and feel that you're sinking into the chair or the floor. Deep breath into your belly again, chest, and sink deeper with your breath out. One more. Keep your eyes closed. I unreservedly dedicate the next 45 minutes to my spiritual growth for my own benefit and the benefit of all those who come near me or even think of me. And before you open your eyes, I'd like you to think just for a moment of your world. So see yourself sitting in your house and whoever else may live in your house, and see that your loving energy is spreading out through your house. See that it's moving beyond your house into your community and suburb, to all the people who live in there, all their houses, all their husbands, wives, children, uncles, aunts, spreading out through your suburb. And see your energy going all the way to your workplace, wherever that may be. And if your workplace is at home, see it as reaching to all the people you would connect with during work hours, wherever they may live. And now see your energy spreading out into the whole world, pulsating with your spiritual dedication to be a loving presence and a channel for God and a light of the divine. So it's spreading out. Everything that you receive, you give, because that's the way to keep it. By giving every single little thing we learn, we share it, and in that way we solidify it in ourselves. And we don't have to share it by words. Sometimes we may share it by words. It may be appropriate. We may even get exactly the right words to say to someone. They may be quite simple or they may be quite complex. But if you feel that you're directed to say something to someone, but you follow that direction. But most of the time we won't actually say anything because most people don't really want to know. But definitely what they do want is they want to feel that there is a loving presence, that someone is smiling at them, someone is caring about them, someone is understanding them. And this is the way we share what we have become inside ourselves. And also we share it through our projects and everything that we're involved in, because whatever we do in our life has our energy in it. So if we make a garden, it has our energy in the garden. That's why always some very enlightened people, many of them we never hear of. They live very quiet lives, and the people around them generally don't even know their level of enlightenment, but that's their particular calling, that they would have that sort of enlightened spirit, but they're not meant to be a teacher. So what they do with their life is they just go around sharing their love, sharing their wisdom in very humble ways, and they're very happy with that. But everywhere they go, it's like they leave seeds of enlightenment all over the place, in everything they touch, every person they talk to. Now, before we start moving, I want to tell you two little things about directions, and they both are from the yogic Eastern tradition, but they really would be in many traditions. The first thing is about sleeping. It's best, this is a very sort of old Ayurvedic yogic thing, is that when you're in the southern hemisphere, you don't point your head wherever your bed is towards the south. And when you're in the northern hemisphere, which most people are, we're the few in the southern hemisphere, most of the world's in the northern hemisphere, they don't put their head towards the north. So for us, wherever you're facing your bed, if it's possible, try not to face it so that your head is facing south. The reason for this is that because of the magnetic pulls of either the south for us or the north for the northern hemisphere people, just as magnets will attract metal, the magnetic pull of the pole also slightly pulls the metallic elements that are inside us. So anything that has a reactiveness to a magnet that's inside us, which are many small elements, move towards that, and you don't want that. So the Ayurvedic yogic tradition says you can sort of face wherever you want, but don't face the south if you're in the southern hemisphere, and don't face the north if you're in the northern hemisphere. And the second thing is, when you're doing your spiritual practices, if you can, to face east. Obviously the sun's rising in the east, and there's actually many reasons why to do that. But I find myself experientially that when I go to sit down to do yogic practices, I just naturally face the east. So I think it's something you just experiment with yourself when you're sitting. Just notice, oh, which direction do I like to sit? Am I tending to face east? Am I tending to face somewhere else? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is, we'll stand up and do it, but I'll show you while I'm sitting down. It's a mudra. So thumb in and like that. So it's very simple. Thumb in like that. And we're going to stand up and just have our hands at our side with the mudra. You can relax it at the moment. Now, this mudra is more of a Taoist, Chinese, Buddhist mudra, and it's called Wogu. Wogu. And why it's a really important one, and why it's important is that it runs along the lung meridian. So the lung meridian is running from the lung down the arm all the way to the edge of the thumb. And it's probably your most important meridian, or at least it's the first one, because when we're born, as a newborn, when babies are born, they either cry, or the doctors will do something, nurses will do something to make them cry. And it's a very important aspect when they're born that they do this cry, because they take a breath, but it's not just the breath. It actually, the crying of a newborn is what activates all their meridians. And the first meridian that they activate is the lung meridian. So when we do this mudra for this lung meridian, the traditional system is that it's something for protection. So just like a newborn, it actually sort of closing down the meridian by doing that, instead of opening up out in the world, crying, laughing, blah, 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 blah. It's actually closing down the meridian. So that's why they say it's for protection. So it's sort of closing down the lung meridian, and think of it as in a womb, like in your mother's womb or in the divine womb. So we'll stand up. So this is not really a moving one. So we'll stand up. And we'll get our mudra. So thumb in and then close your fingers over and just have it at your side. Now, you stay there. I'm going to come back here because I'm going to use some different music for you. So what we're going to do in this position, so you're thinking of yourself as being very protected and the divine energy flowing through you. Now, I'm going to put on some music that is for chanting for the different 7 chakras. After each little section, I'll tell you which chakra we're about to move to. So you know, while you're standing there with your eyes closed, just think of that chakra. So we're starting from the crown, then it will be third eye, then it will be throat, then it will be heart, then it will be solar plexus, then it will be the 2 lower chakras, sacral and root chakra. And then that's it. That's 7. That's all. Well, we've got more than that. We've got 120 at least, but the 7 main ones. So closing your eyes, and we're going to go to crown first. So going to crown now. Going to third eye. Going to throat. Going down to heart. Going to solar plexus. Going to sacral, which is a few inches below your belly button, quite low down. And last one, going to root chakra, which is at the very base of your spine at the perineum. And just opening your eyes but staying where you are. Now we're going to do another exercise with those same chakras, but this time it's more movement. So we're going to, you can either put your hands together for this, or you can just, it's a swishing movement. So you can either go like that or like that. Now what we're doing is cleaning out our auric field and our auric system. So we're going to do it in the like a long S's. So we're going to go that way, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way down our body. So it's going to go through the 7 chakras. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or if you're doing it with open hands, and you can swap if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now there's 2 more places we're going to add to that, which are the knees and the feet. So we'll do it together. So you can go either that way or that way, whichever you want, and you can alternate. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, knees, feet, and then swoosh the energy out. So every time we do this, you're thinking of cleaning out your system and swooshing energy away. And think of it as if you're removing everything that you don't want, any trace of sickness, any physical problems, any mental hardness, any heart, love issues, any spiritual blockages, all of it you're moving. And we will do it with music, but we'll just do it twice without. So pick one way to go and go crown. 1, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, root, knees, feet, out. And go the other way. Crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, root, knees, feet, out. Now, I'll put the music on, and the music is quite strong music. So totally, you can do it with eyes closed or eyes open, but totally throw yourself into it and go with the music. But this time we're doing it is totally for yourself, for cleaning out your own system. So away we go.
God, I've fallen in too deep. It's nothing you can't see. I know this desperate soul needs saving. Lord, have mercy on me. Come find me in my need. I'm just a wound away from breaking. Please, come and rescue me. I'm falling to my knees. I need you like the breath I'm breathing. Please, come and win this fight. I'll let my white flag fly. I know you are the strength I'm needing. Please,
Now stay where you are. We're just going to keep doing that music, but this time we're just going to shake it out of our body in every direction.
Lord, I need you. I need you now. Lord, I need you. I need you now. Please come and rescue me. I'm falling to my knees. I need you like the breath I'm breathing. Please come and win this fight. I let my life fly light. I know you are the strength I'm needing. Please, please, oh, please, please.
Stay there, and we're going to do it one more time, but this time, instead of thinking of cleaning our own body, we're going to think of people that you care about. So instead of their hands running along our own body, they'll still run along our body's energy system, but put your hands out as if you're sending energy to the people that you're thinking of. So you can think of one person and do that. Then when you think of another one, do them. If you think of a group of people, that's all right. Really, anyone who comes into your mind. So you're sending them cleaning, healing energy.
I need you now. Please come and rescue me. I'm falling to my knees. I need you like the breath I'm breathing. Please come and win this fight. I let my life fly light. I know you are the strength I'm needing. Please, please, oh, please, please. Jesus, help me, please. Jesus, help me,
Okay, now so stay standing up, and we're going to go through the qigong 4 cycles. Once I start doing it, you'll remember. There's 4 sections to it. In a number of the sections, it has this mudra we did that's like that. So that's the main bit of it, that finger is going there. These ones are curled over and like that. Now, the reason we're doing this mudra is because the energy then goes to that point, which is an activating meridian for the various things that these cycles, the 4 cycles, are directed towards. If you can't do the mudra and it feels too uncomfortable, just do some version of it, or you can just have your hands open. You can go like that. You could go like that. So it doesn't really matter. It's more the thought of the thing, but the correct way is so that it's like that. Just think of that bit there. It's gathering the energy in to there. So the first cycle has several movements. We get the mudra. We're standing our feet apart. You stay facing me, but I'll just show you. Feet hip width or a little wider, slightly bent knees. Make sure your bum's not sticking out. Stick your bum in and your core on. Doesn't have to be a lot on, just a little on. keep your back straight, your shoulders down, and your head straight as if someone's pulling it from the top of your head. And do it all in a relaxed way. So just simply standing in a correct, aligned way is an exercise in itself. We get our mudra or some version of it, and we go from the earth and we pull the energy up all the way to the sky. And then we get our hands and go like that. And we push up and look up. And if you can, go onto your toes looking up, or just up, go up as much as you can. Lean forward down into a bending position. Keep your legs straight. Just stay there for a minute. So legs straight. We're going to come up. Every time we come up, remember to switch your core on. Don't come up by your back. Switch your core on and come back up. Looking up again, stretching up, opening your hands, bringing them down through the first dantian, the second dantian, the third dantian, and down to here. And this time we'll do it with the breath. So breathing in, still in, looking up, toes if you can, down and breathing out. Stay there for an in breath and an out breath. Breathing in, coming up, turn your core on. Up, up, up. And then open your hands and bring them down through the third eye, the heart, and the lower dantian. One more time for this cycle. Mudra. Breathing in, reaching up to the sky and the heaven on your toes. Breathing out, bend over. Stay there for a breath in and a breath out. Switch on your core and come back up, breathing in, reaching up, and open your hands through the, and bring them down through the first dantian, the third eye, the second dantian, the heart, and the third dantian, your center of solidity. And just standing there for a minute and feel your body. And now we'll go on to the second cycle, which is that one where we turn our head. So we turn it one way, just as far as you can one way. Then we turn it more and look over our shoulder as if we're looking for our heel. So when we do it, we're going to slightly arch our back, but don't go like that, or keep your core on so that you don't hurt yourself. Then come back to the front, other way, looking, and then look over it and hold it as if you're looking for your heel. You're trying to see your heel, and come back to the front. This time we'll do it with the breath. So it's the in breath, and then you're holding the in breath. So in breath to go back, all the way looking for your heel, hold it, in breath still. As long as you can. And then come back and breathe out. Breathing in the other way. Looking for your heel. Hold it. And coming back. And this time when we do it, remember we were thinking of this middle part of our back. We're imagining it's a mountain, a snowy mountain. And while we're holding it back that way, we're imagining that the snowy mountain is melting into our kidneys. So breathing in and turning back one way. Looking for your heel, holding, Think of the snowy mountain melting into your kidneys. Hold it as long as you can. And then come back to the front. And the other way. Looking for your heel. Holding and think of the snowy mountain melting. And back to the front. And just standing, your eyes closed, and feel the energy in your body. When we do these holding exercises, either holding breath, retention, as in pranayama breathing, or when we do it in the physical form, as in qigong exercises we're doing now, the holding does a certain thing to the brain. And then when we release it, either by releasing a breath that's been held or by releasing a posture, it activates certain parts of our brain, which is one of the main reasons that these exercises are done. Now we're going to move on to the third cycle of the 4 cycles. So we've got our same posture again, and then we turn to one side. I'll put the camera lower so you can see my feet. We turn to one side, and in this exercise, we're going to be rocking forward and rocking back. So you don't have to completely go off your leg, but it's a movement, one leg, most of the weight's on the one leg. And when we turn the other side, it's the same. And I'll just show you the arms again. So we'll turn one way. So this arm is there. The back arm is the one that's going to move. It has the mudra, again, if you can do it, or some version of it. And we're going to push the mountain away, turn your palm over and pull it in. So just to remind you, if you've got the mudra, it's pushing the mountain away, turn your hand over and claw it back in. Now, when we do these type of exercises in qigong and in martial arts, it may seem a simple movement and you could just do it very sloppily, you know, push out, sloppy back in. But with qigong and martial arts, there's a great deal of work goes into strengthening your muscles and your energetic body, not by outside resistance, but by your own inner resistance. So when we do this, really feel that you're pushing your muscles as if there was a mountain there. And then when you turn it over, feel that you're clawing the mountain back in. So even though there's no outside resistance to your muscles, you're making the resistance. So to our side, we'll do it a few times this way. Mudra, push the mountain away. Turn your hand over, claw it back in. Breathing out, push away. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And turn the other way. Mudra. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And come back to the center. Arms down and close your eyes and feel your own body. And the last one is quite similar. It's knees slightly bent, arms here. And it's a punching movement. I'll do it on the side. So it's a punch and then claw back. This time we don't turn our hand over. We do it a punch, grab and bring back. Punch, grab and bring back. So the same applies, like make your muscles work slowly. It's not a bang. It's a make your muscles work, claw, and as if you're really dragging something back in. And when you do it, the proper way of breathing on the out breath is ujjayi breathing, which is very traditional yogic breathing, but also in qigong, which is a throat breathing. So instead of just going out, in, you're breathing from your throat. So just have a little practice while we're doing it and see what sort of noises you make when you sort of hit on the right spot. It's a sort of opening of your throat. It makes this sound. You're making it there. It's a ujjayi breathing, and it's a breathing that a lot of healers do naturally. You just if you fiddle around with the breath on, particularly on the out breath, it's easier to do. Fiddle around with it and try and open your throat and make a noise in your throat. Like, so we'll practice all those things together. So feet apart, knees slightly bent. You can actually, we'll put them this time. We're going to move our legs apart a bit more and bend a bit deeper. And away we go, breathing out, punching, ujjayi breath if you can. Grab and bring back. Other side. Punch, ujjayi breathing out, grab and bring back. Punch, grab and bring back. Punch, grab and bring back. Keep on going. We'll go in our own pace and try your ujjayi breathing while we go. Keep going. Imagine yourself that you're one of those great martial artists that live in one of the mountainous Buddhist monasteries. So high in the mountains, think of yourself as being one of the great martial artists that have a very strong spiritual tradition as well. Breathing in and out slowly. You can practice doing the ujjayi breathing now on the out breath. And while we're sitting here in our last few minutes, we're going to do a group healing. So what we'll do is I'll talk you through it. So you're going to think of energy coming into the top of your head. So do that now. So your crown chakra is opening. And we're gathering energy from each other and from all the spiritual beings who want to help, which is a lot. So all the earth spiritual people, Jesus and Buddha, and the many, many others who are more than willing, just waiting to help us. And all our passed over ones who want to help. And all the people who've been teachers to you, or books that you've read by people who've helped you. So just imagine them all wanting to help, to heal you so that you can be a healing light for the world. Think of all the light streaming into your crown, coming down your spine. So slowly, like honey, it's moving down your spine. So it's going through your brain to the top of your spine, like honey, slowly. And it's coating your spine all the way down every vertebra. All the way down to the bottom of your spine. And then picture your spine as lighting up, and it's pulsating with a warm honey-colored light. And then see that from that light, it's radiating out into your body, to any part of your body that needs healing. Feel that the light is radiating out into your body, vibrating, pulsing. And remember that your cells are constantly renewing themselves. So you're giving your body and your cells new messages that you want them to recreate themselves in a healthier, happier way. And you have a lot of help to do this. All the beings are helping you. And go to your heart and feel that it's doing the same. So any scars you feel in your heart from people who've hurt you, things that you've done that have hurt other people, just feel that the honey light is pulsating in your heart. And go to your brain and feel that it's activating all the trillions of cells in your brain and giving you insight and intelligence and memory and inspiration. It's lighting up all the different parts of your brain. And you're going, this song is called God is in This Story. So the story is you and your body and your mind and your heart and your life. And you're completely dedicating yourself to that idea that God is in your story, God is your story, and God is helping you write it and live it. And it's a wonderful story.
There's torn up pages in this book, words that tell me I'm no good, chapters that define me for so long. But the hands of grace and endless love dusted off and picked me up, told my heart that hope is never gone. God is in this story. He holds my heart, he never
And when you're ready, gently opening your eyes. We had a lot of Jesus tonight. 2 of our beautiful songs had Jesus in it, so we must be having Jesus help us. But we didn't. We're very multicultural. We have the Chinese qigong and the Buddhist oming, and we like everyone's help. Everyone can help us. So I'll just read the closing prayer. Dedicate your week to being awake and aware. Fill your heart with love. Have love for everyone you come across and feel that everyone has love for you. If they don't have love for you, it's their problem. At least for you, there is only love. Don't let the shadow of lovelessness fall on your mind. Feel that you're going out into the world with little lights inside you. The things you love that you can do, that you're interested in, those little lights will grow more this week and bring happiness to you, your loved ones, and all those you come upon and even think of. Thank you for coming, my dears. I'll just turn the recording off.